Blog Talk
Cornermen Radio. We back at you live. It's young Barzini. We got my co-host Boxingeye. We're waiting for a few other co-hosts, Flawless, and my boy Jesserican. What's up, Boxingeye? Talk to me.
What up, man? Yo, all I gotta say is I love boxing, man. And boxing is a subject that we're not short with topics these days. And here we're going to give you real breakdowns, official breakdowns, zoned in. You know, do whatever you got to do out there to zone in, listen in, because we're giving you crucial, critical shit. And, you know, a lot of opinions, what we think is going to go down in fights, all that good stuff. But, man, we got so many topics, like I said. Boxing nowadays is a subject not short with topics. So, what do we get into, bro?
Yo, so you wanna hit up with the title first, or you wanna start off with the other fights first before we get into the
into the main event. Yeah, let's go to the co-main event features and some news that broke. Whichever one,
okay.
You know, just throw it out.
All right.
I got the list in front of me.
We just heard the news, Anthony Joshua versus Charles Martin. They both undefeated. Charles Martin got the heavyweight IBF strap. What you think about this fight, Boxingeye? Give me your whole breakdown, what you think. Talk to us.
Yeah, man, it's a great opportunity for both guys. We know the story of Charles Martin at the Barclays Center, winning his IBF championship without breaking a sweat, per se. He gets the belt. A lot of people assume this kid will probably hold on to the strap, you know, maybe fight, you know, a few easy fights here. No, he's going for a hungry, looks like a beast, just, I mean, a scary-looking dude in Anthony Joshua. Now, it's going to be in Britain, going against a big Brit. How many, you know, we're excited, you know, but this is like a little underground kind of fight where a British dude is about to pick another British dude about to pick up a belt, you know, and we don't know much about Charles Martin. You know, you can go on YouTube. There's a few highlights. I mean, the first fight he had on PBC, he fought against a chunky guy. Didn't really, you know, obviously he looked good. I mean, when you look at him, you look at Charles Martin, southpaw, kind of like a similar style to Tarver. He's waiting. He's thinking in there. He wants to step back and boom, come on, and throw that straight left. When you think of Anthony Joshua, he's coming forward like a train. You know what I'm saying? He wants to tear your head off. Do we know about Anthony Joshua's chin? No. We know Charles Martin has a lot of knockouts on his record against club fighters, but still he's got some power there. So anything can happen in the heavyweight division. This could be, you know, we saw some upsets last year. This, you know, everybody, and myself included, I'm going to be, you know, who am I? I'm like everybody else saying Joshua's going to run through this kid. But at the same time, let's pump the brakes. This is the heavyweight division. Charles Martin can pull off an upset with a knockout. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua is kind of green. He had a little test in Dillian White, some guy that that beat him in the amateurs. But you could see how Anthony Joshua, if you ever seen that fight, you can go back and watch. And you watch that Anthony Joshua, the Anthony Joshua now, you see all the improvements he made, and he's still making improvements. He's more than likely gonna pick up this belt and keep learning on the job. You know, he's still about 4, 5, 6 fights away from, you know, where they want him to be in his learning process. So, but I mean, it's a world championship, and he's going to get it in the 16th fight is what we're predicting. Don't count Charles Martin out, though. He's 6'5", he's big, southpaw. he looks like he's going to bring something to the table that Anthony Joshua hasn't seen in the pros, and he's confident, man. He's confident. Like, this kid's got a belt. He's walking around. He's got some confidence in him. So any type of confident fighter like that is dangerous. And give a round of applause to Charles Martin. I understand he's getting a bigger payday. It's a decision. When it comes to money, it's a money game. And obviously, anybody that's smart would have told him, you're gonna go to Brenton, only because Anthony Joshua, Dillian White did so good, is what I hear in the pay-per-views in Britain, and Joshua's already making this big money, that it's a perfect time that Charles Martin gets this belt like he did. It's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go over there. I bet he gets $1.5 million, something around that nature.
Jesserican on.
Yo.
What up?
What up, brother?
Jesse, man, we finally got you back. You've been missing, bro.
No, you guys, man, we need like a group meeting, man. You guys be doing the show. I'll be at work. I'll be like, what the hell?
Yo, there's too much boxing going on.
Yo,
or not boxing, but boxing news.
Facts.
Yeah, man. I was talking about, what do you think? Because Anthony Joshua is coming in at a good. Charles Martin's getting this dude. What a perfect time. Boom, he's going to go to Brain and get $1.5 million. That's more money than he'll make fighting, say, somebody on PBC, a Kaufman or Areola or someone like that. Like Anthony Joshua said, hey, man, come over here. Eddie Hearn's like, hey, man, we'll pay you that money. We want that belt. Hey. And he's going to get a payday. Fuck it, it's a win-win situation for Charles Martin. He's about to make bank. Ain't nobody knew about him last year. Huh?
Remember about our conversation like earlier this year? Let's say you said PBC is taking over. PBC might not even last. Now that I'm thinking about it.
It's not going to go anywhere anytime soon.
What if Floyd comes back and fights Danny? Is that gonna? Oh, that's Al Haymon. That might.
Wait. We won't get into that a little later.
Yeah, we ain't gonna
just start with the.
We got a counter for that one. There's a fight out there that's gonna shut down. And I love Floyd, but I'm sorry. There's a fight out there in September that's gonna shut everything down, bro. But we're gonna get into that later. We'll surprise you.
What? Oh, you got the inside scoop on the fight that's taking place?
Nah, we got a little conspiracy theory going on. So
we got some conspiracy. We're going to talk about that Danny and Floyd later. We're just talking about what's your prediction on Anthony Joshua versus Charles Martin?
Anthony Joshua, Charles Martin.
Do you know anything about Charles Martin? I know.
I know. I was like, that's what I'm trying to think about. I'm like, but I'm going by Joshua.
There's like no prediction. Yeah.
That might just be on my lack of knowledge of Charles Martin.
Nah, but it's on everybody's lack of knowledge because we haven't seen Charles Martin against anybody. At least we've seen Anthony Joshua versus Dillian White. We've seen him. You can go out. There's plenty of fights. He's fought against. Pull up his resume. He's got. His resume kicks Charles Martin's resume in the ass, and he's only at 15 fights. So,
facts. Anthony Joshua by knockout. That's my prediction.
I don't know, but we can't. Same time as Charles Martin does bring something to the table, other than the belt. He isn't he is a pretty big heavyweight. What is he like?
He wasn't supposed to win that fight.
Maybe an inch smaller, than Joshua. So.
But didn't he won that fight because the other dude was injured? So.
Yeah. He didn't do anything. Like I said before he came out, I was like, he won the championship without breaking a sweat. But you can't hate on him. The other dudes,
he's going to get a good payday out of it, but I don't know, Anthony Joshua. He might surprise us and be a great boxer. Like you said, the funny thing is the lack of knowledge on him. There's really no Telling you.
What is Anthony Joshua gets the IBF belt, though. It's not like he's going to unify it anytime soon. Like I was saying, like he's still 5-6 fights away from where his team wants him to be. Like he's in developmental mode. He looks like a beast, but you don't want to, like a guy like that, you still want to bring him along the proper way. So when he does fight, say a Fury, a Wilder, a Luis Ortiz, anybody at that top competition, you want the best version of Anthony Joshua. This is like the midway version of Anthony Joshua fighting. This is like a young midway Anthony Joshua getting a belt, picking up a belt. They think they don't even know. I bet his team's like, shit, are we overlooking? You know, because Charles Martin, he looks slow. He looks slow, but he's sneaky. He's sneaky, and he's not super slow. He's real sneaky. He's waiting in there. You know, he's not going to outwork you. He just wants to, you know, he wants to outthink you and counter you with that straight. He's got a good straight left. We got to give him that, right? Have you guys seen his straight left? The way he'll feint and then wait for you to throw something and go back. I think Anthony Joshua throws too many punches. It's too powerful that his counter punching ability is not going to work and he's going to get in trouble. You know, I think he's got to work that jab. He's got to pump that jab against Joshua and, like, move around. He's going to have to do a lot of moving, and his legs are a little, you know, he can move around, but his, you know, I just don't think he has the movement to beat Joshua. But he doesn't have bad movement at all. Like, you've seen it in the his last fight with old boy Glasgow. So, you know, he can move. What do you think, though, Barzini? Anything?
My prediction is a good fight. They're both undefeated. We get to find out how good is Charles Martin, how good is Joshua, because they've been fighting less competition. It's just that Joshua is more known because his amateur career has been very well. He won in the Olympics. He won in the gold medal. More people know Joshua. Martin is the same thing. They both haven't proven themselves with the top-level competition. More people know about Joshua because he does a lot of knockouts and the Olympics and his amateur pedigree and all that. But for their pro career, it haven't been really much. So we get to find out who is going to really win this fight, who really wants it more. It's in the UK. It's really a really good fight, man. The only thing is, like, I want Charles Martin to win. No debating. I want Charles Martin to win only because, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if Joshua gets the belt, he's going to hog it all in the UK, and we won't get to see these unification. We won't get to see finally an undisputed heavyweight champion, to finally see one champion. So I would want Charles Martin to win. But I'm glad that both of them are fighting each other because, man, like, Charles Martin showing me that he ain't afraid to let his old go. You know what I mean? I heard Keith Thurman always saying that, but Martin has proven that he ain't afraid to lose it. So
he wants that. I think his team's like, hey man, this payday, you gotta take this payday now, because could you see Charles Martin say he wanted to go another route and say, nah, I want to hold on to the IBF. You know, I don't have the rankings pulled up right now, but fight a mandatory. But could you guys see Charles Martin fucking up and losing to a PBC heavyweight? I mean, how many PBC heavyweights are there? There's a ton of them out there. I mean, Gerald Washington, you know, I'm pretty sure. It's interesting which direction they went, man. Like, who would you pick? Charles Martin versus, even say who did Mansour just lose to? Brazil, yeah. Yeah, who would win that fight? That's a 50-50 fight.
Brazilian and Martin?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, bro. I'm not really, because they both ain't proving much.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, Mansour is a good win.
How much money does he make for that fight? Not
less,
shit.
Compared to shit.
Yeah, not. And he has a chance of losing. So, I mean, what a great opportunity for the kid. Like, fuck it, man. He's going to go out there. You know what? He's going to go out there. He's going to try his hardest to keep his belt. And at the same time, he's going to make the biggest payday of his career. I mean, like, and that'll probably be his whole career. Like, I don't think he'll ever make, you know, because more than likely he's going to lose. But, I mean, as long as he goes back, he tries hard, he can always go back to the PBC and fight those guys for $200,000. Right. You know what I mean? So it is it's what's up, though. It's what's up.
So who you think who you got the winner of that fight? Jesse already picked this pick.
Yeah, I'm thinking Martin. I think Joshua gives him a little respect in the beginning. I'm pretty sure he's going to give him respect. I don't think he's going to try to go out there and bulldoze him, you know. But I think that, you know, the first couple rounds be interesting, a lot of tension, and then I think Charles Martin's going to realize that this guy's too big, too powerful, and in another stratosphere than what he is. And it's nothing against Charles Martin, man, because he is a good fighter when it comes to, like, it's just a bad matchup for him. Because if Anthony Joshua was like a technical boxer, like you know, and I'm not saying he's not. He just likes to he likes to come out there and blast you out of there. And Charles Martin, I mean, he's got to do. If Charles Martin could survive that, like,
yeah.
Let me go back on everything I said, because I don't think there's going to be no fear. I think I think Anthony Joshua is a beast and has enough confidence in himself. He'll do a smart, like Sean Porter's dad says, you know, smart aggressiveness, like in the beginning. He'll be watching out for that left hand. But Martin's going to automatically have to catch him and get that respect, man. He's going to have to get that respect immediately, because he's going to have to fight a slower-paced fight, or he's going to be trying to survive in there. But, yeah, I just see Anthony Joshua landing too many clean shots. You know, Martin's defense doesn't seem that great. He keeps his hands down. Joshua's going to catch him with a right, possibly rock. I don't even, you know, Charles Martin, we don't really know what his chin's about, but I'm going to guess that his chin won't be able to take the shot to Anthony Joshua. And but I still think he goes about 4 or 5 rounds. I think he can hold on, you know, fight a good 4 or 5 rounds before they stop it. So I'm gonna call that. You know, that's how I see it, man. And I think that's how
I don't really know how the fight is gonna play out, but I know who's gonna be the victor on that night on April 9th. I think Joshua is gonna win because of the more experience and the impact he's been doing. I think on that. I see people picking Charles Martin, but I just don't see Charles Martin winning this one, because not only is that, he's in UK. Like,
yeah,
how much people get decision over UK fighters over the UK? So
exactly, they're gonna be someone's getting knocked out. Both these guys got 36 knockouts combined, and about that many fights, maybe 37, 38 fights, you know. Someone's getting dropped, you know, at least. But the odds, I mean, it might be good odds, depending, but I want to take that risk. But, yeah, but I mean, I think we're pretty much all in agreement.